Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as Russia. So in today's episode we should hopefully be landing on the beaches here in Japan. We'll have to see if any of this is successful. I don't know guys. I mean we should be able to land in the non-port provinces, but they could easily just get completely wiped out. In fact, because of that we should probably start building some more troops up just in anticipation of exactly that happening. So we're gonna get, I don't know, a whole new army in here. I think we're running low, on anti-tanks, so we should probably put some factories towards that. I mean, we already have quite a few going to anti-tanks, but yeah, we'll invest a few more since that's what we look like we're currently shortest on. All this other stuff we're just updating. Not using all the factories we have, but it's really not an issue, guys. So the first thing we should do is go ahead and spend this political power. So we could take this decision again here in order to reduce the war support we're losing due to the combat casualties. So we'll do that because war support is still kind of low. And then we are always having a steel shortage problem. So let's go ahead and use our remaining political power to get a bit more steel. And in fact, let me just get notified of these when they pop up. They gotta be worth it though. So like that one's getting us 28. I think that's the best one we have. But this one gets us 20. So we'll do that one as well. And then after that, you might want to make some adjustments here to our advisors. Maybe get rid of one of these guys. There's that tank one, the armor specialist. I don't know. I don't know if we'll change over to that or not. Alright, so we're trying to finish it up here in China, just having so many issues. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. What matters here is these invasions, once we're able to do those. But yeah, just having tons of issues trying to get victory done here. Achieved, I should say. Alright, so doing this attack now. We at least did get a unit cut off there. We lost this province here, though. Yeah, they're doing attacks all across the area. Eventually I'm going to pull these tanks out, guys, because you just can't keep them supplied. And yep, it seems this guy is going to have to retreat now. We did not win here, unfortunately. And that would reconnect them. I can try and get somebody over there. Let me just try and do this attack again, see if we can't wipe them out before they're able to take that province. I don't know how well that'll work out. Maybe we could just get one of them wiped out. Yeah, just difficulties across the front, guys. Getting additional troops coming down here, though, to help us out and to probably further exhaust the supply in the area. But yeah, definitely having some problems there. I wanted to take a look at the situation here changed. It has. Let me see if we can win here now, because there's a lot less divisions there than there was. So let's try and finally move forward here. I imagine they probably sent those back home. Lots of convoys that we're sinking here. That's probably those troops. And none of these are going away, being dismissed when I do that. We can go and get rid of this here. So they still have some supply issues here. Hopefully not quite as bad as they were. I think those tanks are what's exhausting the supply. Could move some up here, but then that'll probably just cause supply problems for them. Could build some additional ports, I suppose. Why not? That's what we'll do. We'll get some additional ports going. So we'll get, let me see, maybe one like right here. Because it's not like we don't have plenty of civilian factories. Maybe get another one over here. Build one there. Just get some additional ports in the area. And tanks can spread out a bit more. Having supply issues here as well. It's just that the tanks are just exhausting all the supply, man. So maybe stretch them out even further. Yeah, we'll do that. And maybe even, yeah, just have them cover all this. And then build some additional ports. Like we'll get one here. Try and get some of the tanks out of those areas. And I'm not entirely sure what we'll do with these tanks here. You know, once we pull them all out. Just waiting for the divisions up here in the north to get down here before we do that. We are winning there. All right, excellent. So a little victory, guys, a little victory. We'll go after this location too. Going after those locations does impact their supply. They get more supply from those victory points. Now, I don't think they have any actual supply hubs here. In fact, they do. They have the one supply hub. You take that, that fixes a lot of our issues. You connect that with the rails, and it's wide open right now. So, yeah, let's see if we can't get there. They're not even defending it. I wonder what happened there. So I'm trying to send these mountain troops over there, but unfortunately can't seem to grab them. They're right here. So I was going to send them into that location. Okay, so did we get that unit out of there? We did. So now we're holding these places, but we didn't wipe out those two, unfortunately. Just weren't able to get it done. Alright, well, it is what it is. Might be able to win here. And somebody is attempting to get over here, so we're going to have to stop them. And this would not be successful. Okay. So let me send an additional unit over there, and we see if we can get some more troops in here to help us out. Actually, this guy's going to go across that way. He'll go over here. Trying to keep those guys locked down, but we are not successful at all. Will these guys get over there in time? They just move so slow. We did get the Engineer Company 3. Alright, excellent. Let's go ahead and go after the Engineer Company 4. So that gives you some more entrenchment and urban attack. So 134 days to get that completed. And we will let them get our planes. I really hope we're able to get over there in time. Let me see if we can't send somebody from over here. But yeah, I just don't know who to send to stop these guys here. Everybody's so exhausted. Maybe send this guy in, or these two. Alright, so it's getting some of these sacks done. That's the heart attack and the piercing. Alright, excellent. So we could get the mountain troops. You know, just in case we're not able to win our invasions, let's start getting the nuclear technology, because yeah, we still don't have that yet. Alright, so let me take a look at the invasion situation. I believe we might still have some troops moving. Maybe not. Let's take a look if everybody's in place. So they do have one division almost there. And then, of course, you need to let everybody get their organization back up. So they're not quite ready. And then the White Army was also not done planning when we started today's episode, but they're done at this point. So we're going to wait. It's fine. Let me see, are we doing better in the skies? I did send more planes here. But now we're losing over here. They put a lot more fighters in this area. Okay, well, we do actually have some fighters sitting around, and I can move over to here. Yeah, so we need to send some over there. And I don't know if we got any other fighters outside of the stockpiles. Got a lot of planes over here. Control all those. All the sky zone here. You really don't need all these fighters here, honestly. So we could pull some of them out. Move them over here. So we'll contend there a little bit better. They get the logistic company. That'll really help. We'll be using less supplies. That's the last level as well. Okay, so could get the signal company. That would help with the reinforcements, which is pretty useful for those naval invasions. And then we'd replace probably just the support artillery with that. That would be an option. Another option would be to simply, let's see here, improve these mountain troops. Yeah, let's go and do that. We could try and get Marines, though I don't really want to spend the army experience for that, because I think it's better to use the army experience for the doctrines, since we are so behind on doctrines at the moment. Alright, so unfortunately our units got kind of weak when they did those attacks. Don't know that we're going to be able to get over there, because they're now attacking us here. Yeah, we're not going to get to that location in time. But they might be so weak that we can still defeat them here. Maybe. Yeah, they're sending additional divisions there, but yeah, perhaps we can get over there. Take that hub, and I think we are pretty close to winning in China at that point. you know, finally. I mean, we've technically already won in China, but we haven't finished it. We haven't been able to complete our victory yet. We did get the adaptable army focus completed, so that's the terrain penalty reduction, main reason why we got that. So just trying to help our troops out in any way that we can, mostly with those passive bonuses. Helping in the skies might be useful too. This gives you air mission efficiency, and night operations penalty is reduced. So both of those would be useful for our planes. So might want to get one of those. Just see if there's anything else that would assist our army as far as like passive bonuses go. So all I'm really seeing is this branch here. This gets you another operative, and also army organization regain 10%, so that'd be helpful. But let's get this one first, just because it increases air mission efficiency, something we're having a problem with due to the lack of range over Japan, so that would be helpful once we got that. And we can take that expand steel mill decision, so let's go and do that. Get us some additional steel there. We did take this over. All right, excellent, finally. So that should cause them supply problems and then increase our own supply once we get it connected, because it's not actually connected to our rail lines. And so you'd have to connect it. Let me see how we could do that. So I already built the rails here, so you could just go this way. And then step that up a level, though that would have to get stepped up all the way across it, wouldn't it? So you'd have to do it here. And then at least these ones, I don't know if that would be enough. Yeah, I think that should be good. And then hopefully that'll allow us to increase the supply there. And then we have the other hubs that are building too. So once you get that connected, that should be the end of them, guys. We can stop this attack here now because it's clearly not going to work out. So do we want to pull the tanks out yet? We still got these guys that are heading down south. So might just want to wait a little bit longer. And the Red Army could be increased. Their front is... You know, we might just want like both fronts wrapped all the way around here. Maybe not having their front over here just because we know that supply is an issue there. And then we'll get the tanks out of there. Alright, so just waiting on the Purple Army to get their organization up, which they look to be good. Also, I did forget about this situation down here. We finally moved the front forward. What? We did it. Took us long enough. Good God, that took us forever. Now you gotta get across the river, though. Okay, so let me send some troops going over this way. Some going over here, and some going over here. And it looks like that one is not going to work. Okay, what if we did cross there instead? Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so we're finally moving forward in the Dutch East Indies. That would take their rubber from them, cause them some issues, and just be one less front we have to worry about or manage. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and launch these invasions, guys. I think we're ready. We're going to want to pay attention to them all. I do have another fleet coming over here. I don't know if we want to wait for them. It might take them a while. They might already be over here, actually. But yeah, I put them on the naval invasion support, just some more heavy cruisers. Just so we'll have some assistance. Yeah, they're actually assisting us with that one. Probably not the one they need to assist us with. They should be over here. Let me just move them. Ah, they're set to... They really want to go over there. Okay, whatever. Whatever you want to do, man. We do have destroyers as well I need to get assigned. Yeah, like this is probably the easier invasion where we're not going to need assistance because it's a non-port province, so I just don't think they'll be defending it. Alright, so we're sending them, and them. And we'll have to see how well this goes, guys. I mean, we know we're going to win in some of these provinces here, but can we actually get a port constructed or a port taken? That's the real question. You know, we're doing really good on supply here, even though we haven't even built those rails up, which I should have thrown those up to the top. Those should be prioritized. As long as they're not messing up our supply hubs, which we might have even gotten some of those hubs built or something. No, they're still all constructing. It's just overall better, probably because of the victory point. So this opens up some possibilities here. Let's go and attack here with these guys and with these ones. We'll have this unit and this unit support that. cut off those 3 divisions. Alright, excellent. And remember, these guys just keep getting weaker too. Let me just take a look at the situation down here. Yeah, we can go and attack over this way. And these guys are attempting to leave here. Looks like we lost a lot of these attacks, but we won the one down there along the coastline. Alright, so we are losing the attack on the port, not surprising. But should be able to land in these other locations. Just trying to go nice and slow here. Unfortunately, we've already lost that. Wow. Okay, so that did not work out. Okay, yeah, that's a real shame. Because now you can't really assist on attacking the port. Yeah, they're just not landing there quick enough, or you're just losing in those ones too quickly. Oh, this guy's gonna get destroyed immediately, isn't he? Like, immediately. Wow. Okay, let's go that way. Yeah, he's not gonna last very long, is he? Alright, he's just gonna defend here. So we're probably throwing away divisions right now, guys, but I'm just trying to do something here. Trying to get a victory somewhere. These guys have already lost. Yeah, I just can't win anywhere. But we did win here, so let's go ahead and start pushing forward, and now we'll get the port built in all of these locations, and we're gonna actually tick those up to the top. Oops. Clicked on the unit there. So yeah, make sure we're prioritizing those ports, and just hope we can get one of them constructed before they get here. And you gotta get off of the ports. So let's go up here. We have this guy go here. So you gotta get off of the port so they can't attack there and stop you from constructing it. But yeah, all we gotta do is get a port, and then I feel like we're in a good position at that point to defeat Japan. But that's the hard part, is getting a port. Alright, so we did make all these landings. Let's go ahead and do these attacks here. And I'm actually gonna turn this down because there's a lot of stuff going on that's very time sensitive. And we're gonna go and get this one here. We could build some transport planes, I suppose, for providing supply in the air. It doesn't help that much, but anything helps, really. Yeah, we're going to get this one here, and we never did design those one planes. The tactical bomber, so I'll try and remember to do that this episode, but I feel like we need to focus on this here. What I can do, though, is go ahead and construct some transport planes. Because I don't think we have any. As far as which one we'd want to use, I guess the multi-role tactical aircraft. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I think that's probably the best one. So we'll go with that one. And then we'll put this at the bottom of the production line. Give them some factories. Oh, not that many factories. Wow. I meant to give them like 10 factories. Alright, so that looks pretty good. And how are we doing on resources? Still a little short on steel. Let's go ahead and increase that by a little bit. Alright, so now we want to construct ports in all these locations in the hope that we can get one of these done. Not gonna bother with that one, obviously. Alright, so he's going over there. We'll have a... let's see. No point on attacking there. Have this guy go... I don't know, he can just stay here, I suppose. And then let's go and start expanding over this way. We can get control of that airbase, that'd be key, but I really want to take this location. You know what, let's go after the airbase. So we can have some planes over here. Alright, so taking a look at the situation everywhere else. So far, haven't landed in those areas yet. These guys are still hitting their beaches as well. And I feel pretty good with just the number of invasions we've done. That there's one of these has got to be successful, right? Just one of them. Alright, let's build a port there. It's just all ports that we're currently constructing here. Alright, and then let's go ahead and attack Kyoto. And we'll try and stop this guy. I imagine he's taking the rails. You know what? Actually, let's go this way. Let's get more locations here. Alright, and then these guys will be attacked immediately, so they're not going anywhere. Same thing with them there. Alright, so probably not going to get that port constructed. So this seems to be the key area here. The only place where we're likely to get those ports constructed. We are winning here though, in Nagasaki. So might be able to succeed there. And this was successful as well. And these guys are completely cut off from the rest of the country. Now, unfortunately, these guys are probably going to get destroyed. I don't know. This is a really weak cab unit. Maybe not. But I assume these guys will be coming up this way. So we'll have to see. But let's go ahead and take these troops here. Have them just, as soon as they get that planned, start that back up. And now let's go ahead and send these troops out. These guys are going to attack here. And hope that we take that port. Doesn't look like we will. But you got to keep that attack going in order to get the ports constructed here. I don't know if we'll get this done or not, guys. We'll have to see. But yeah, these guys will expand the front for us. And just the sheer like number of attacks we're doing at one time. Oh, we've taken Nagasaki. All right, excellent. So we finally took a port. So that might be enough, guys. So let's actually have. Let me see how we want to do this. So these guys. Clearly, this is all messed up. Let's just change this. All right. So you need to have this guy go across here. And then we'll set up a front here. And with these guys. We'll keep those ports building just in case, but you really don't need this many ports now. So let's actually stop the construction of some of these. Though I don't know where all these are at. So maybe keep one, like that one right there. Just in case. Get rid of the rest of these in this area. Don't need all of them now. Let's get rid of that one. And then the ones that are over here, you probably don't need to construct those ones now. Maybe keep one of them going. Again, kind of like a just-in-case situation. But the other areas still need to construct those, so I don't know that we'll actually get over there in time. Alright, let's go and take these troops, have them come over to this front. Yeah, but they still don't have supply until they get connected here. We'll wait to send the tanks. Well, maybe not. You know what, let's start sending some of these tanks now. Though, how do we want to do this? Because, yeah, they currently have this, they got this area defense set up. Yeah, you have to get rid of the area defense. I suppose it's fine if you get rid of that. They'll still stay where they're currently at. And then let's go and start sending some of these tanks into the port. Maybe get one more sent here. And then we'll get them up front set up here in a little bit. Alright, so it looks like we should be able to defeat Japan in today's episode. Alright, so let's go and have one division. Well, probably better just go around him. Oh, these guys have also landed. Let's go and have them go across here and then they'll attack there. No, we'll send an additional division. Well, this guy's going to go ahead and take care of all this for us. We'll get that connected there. And then we want this unit to like go all the way down the island chain there. So yeah, just kind of like attacking everywhere. And, you know, hoping it works out. And it seems like it did. Could have been a much worse situation. Alright, so these guys need to be given orders. In fact, everybody here needs to just go across. Alright, so looking pretty good. I'm not entirely sure what these guys are doing. I think they were the ones who failed in that invasion or something. Not entirely sure what happened with them. Yeah, maybe failed in that invasion over there. Alright, so now all these troops that are here need to be given another front, or maybe you can't create that. You can. You can get one. I don't know what the problem here is. Yeah, let's have all of them get across here. And these guys actually succeed in their attack. Let's go and lock them down, or succeed in their defense, I mean. While this guy goes up here and stops them from going south. Alright, so now you gotta do an attack here. Lock that unit down. And he's gonna try and get up around them while he goes up along the coastline. We got these other troops coming, so I think we're okay to kind of expose ourselves. And we did fail on this attack here. But yeah, we need to do another attack, basically. And let's go and push forward into these locations. He's gonna go this way, while he goes down the other side of the coast. Okay, so looking pretty good. These guys can also... Well, I'm hesitant to send them here. Let's see if we can't get control of a horde up here, and then that's where we'll send this yellow army. Alright, so the white army is almost to this front to assist us. But yeah, so far looking pretty good. But we still, as of right now, only have one port. That's it. One division needs to take care of this for us. So we'll give him an assignment to do that for us. And let's go and attack here. We need to lock these units down. Maybe send one additional unit. Make sure that we can cut them off there. Looks like we did get there. Excellent. This guy's clearly going to have to focus on defense. These guys are probably going to get destroyed, actually. Unless we can get over there quick enough. Don't know that we can. Alright, let's go and advance up along here. Like so. Well, this guy takes care of that for us. Alright, looking pretty solid across the front, though we likely are going to lose these guys here. Maybe not. We did win there. And then let me see if I can't take that location. And the tanks need to be brought over here. So it's going to give them a front. And these guys are going to be coming over here as well. Oops. There we go. Beautiful. So just barely holding out with that unit there. Now we need to wipe out these guys here in Hiroshima. Or try to anyways. See if we can't make that happen. Alright, so these guys here have exhausted their supply in the area. Let's see how things are going in the northern province here, where they still don't have a port yet. So just trying to get one. Go and do the attack here again. And yeah, these guys don't have a port either. Nor have even started the construction of one, so that's maybe a mistake on my part. We should have probably gotten one going here. Build it there, I guess. But also try building it here. Kind of desperate to make sure we have ports. But yeah, these guys will have this connected soon. At least we got a lot of territory to fall back on. And yeah, having difficulty wiping out those units in Hiroshima. These guys are almost connected here. Very close to getting it done, but yeah, those guys will probably get destroyed. I don't think there's any way around that. Just waiting to get additional troops over here. Might have too many as it is. You know what? Let's send this guy over here. Or even over there. Yeah, I don't know if what we have can even get it done at the moment. But yeah, they're struggling to get those guys wiped out. Getting the tanks coming though. They're holding out just barely. Let's go ahead and do an attack here. Get that guy wiped out. Then we're going to send these guys in to support that attack. And then let's go and do the attack here. Yeah, that's not going to work. These guys don't have any supply just yet. Got to get them connected. And even then you wouldn't have actual supply there. Yeah, there's no hubs. Yeah, you got to get control of all these rails. That's part of the problem with the supply here. Alright, let's go and send these guys over here. But yeah, looks like we're doing pretty good across the front. Let's make sure somebody sticks around here. And we are winning against that unit there. Okay. We did win here too. We know there's somebody there though. So we'll see how many divisions they had that were stomping us. Let's go and attack this guy here. At least lock that unit down, if not completely defeat him. And it seems we did lose those units there. Okay, not surprising, we expected that. Alright, so they're trying to reconnect here with Hiroshima, so gotta stop that from happening. It looks like we are now wiping out those divisions in Hiroshima. Alright, excellent. So making good progress across here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other fronts. Not that they matter that much now, because it seems like we're gonna defeat Japan in today's episode. Hopefully anyways. But we'll just take a look and see what's going on over here. See if there's anything we can do. Maybe take some units and have... I mean, you can definitely win here. I don't know if you can win here, though. Maybe. And then go over to China as well. Let's take a look at the situation here. Alright, so clearly some supply issues here in the south, so you might want to move the tanks out of there until you get those hubs constructed. And, I mean, we can attempt to do an attack here. I think we've tried that and lost, but maybe this will be the one. Maybe we'll get the win there now. So we'll try that out. And we could also try here. We send these guys across the river. See if they can win. Just trying to get this area done. But this is what really matters here, guys. This is all that really matters. Alright, let's go and advance over here. Hopefully we can get those guys completely wiped out. Alright, so Hiroshima has been taken. Excellent. A lot of units over here. And I'm going to try and stop any more from going over here. Alright, so now you just need to get them wiped out. And it's a shame we lost those two divisions, but really it's not bad considering the circumstances here, guys. That we did not have any ports. Could be much, much worse. Alright, so he's taking that. He's going to take that for us. We have to hope that CAD division does not take the location where I'm constructing the port there. That would be unfortunate. Alright, so advancing across the river here. I don't know how well that's going to work out. Probably not going to, but yeah, we'll do these attacks. Alright, so now let's launch our attack here. And it seems that the entire White Army wants to go over there. We don't want that. In fact, this is kind of all messed up. So let's change this up. And then have any additional units come over here as well. We don't need the entire White Army coming over here, so let's change this situation up here. Anybody that's trying to go over there, instead have them come over here. And then the tanks that are here need to be given a new front because theirs is gone for whatever reason. So bring them over there, and then we'll want to send some additional tanks to help them out. So I'm hoping that I'm not exhausting the supply here. Probably will be. There's a lot of divisions in here. So I'm hesitant to send too many tanks at once. So I should be able to get that victory there. And just gotta wait for these troops to get over here. And then we'll do some attacks. See if we can't take these two port locations. And it looks like this was a failure, but we might be able to win now. This is clearly not gonna work though. Alright, so waiting for these divisions to come over here and attack, and then we'll attack with these two. We should be getting a planning bonus while they're just sitting there. Alright, and then this guy's going to take this location, then come back over here, and then he'll attack that guy. We don't want to attack across the river here. It's not the best way to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and do this attack here now that we've won. And here. Clearly that's not going to work, but we're getting more troops coming. So we'll keep it going for now. And we got to win this defense as well. Yeah, I do think we will defeat Japan in today's episode, guys. It's good news. This guy's going to take care of all this for us. All that, every province we take, you know, helps us to capitulate. Japan. Now that Purple Army is still a very exposed position. They do not have a port yet. Yeah, they do not have a port province at the moment. So these divisions that have already exhausted their organization, stop their attack. See if they can get across here. And just taking out these new troops coming in and having them do their attacks. Somebody's got to get it done, right? I don't know if they're even reinforcing quick enough into those battles, but we'll see. Alright, so we won, but then we lost. Yeah, still don't have a port there, and a long way off, I think, probably from getting that constructed. Alright, so these guys are going to start heading over to that front, or probably not because of the supply shortage. Yeah, they're worried about the supply currently. Yeah, I don't know if we can win here against any of these guys. And the amount of troops that we have here might be causing us problems. Might have brought too many. We did get this guy cut off here, excellent. So now we need to get them destroyed. So let's go ahead and try and make that happen. Try to avoid attacking across the river if we can here. Just attack with divisions that don't have to cross the river. Maybe assist with these guys. Try and get that done there. Alright, excellent. Just making sure we're doing something over there. And then we'll go and advance over here. No success on advancing anywhere over here apparently, except for that far southern area where both us and the Japanese are lacking supply. Alright, so we seem to have lost the momentum. Do this attack here, but it does seem like we have lost the momentum currently. So that's a shame. We did win there at least, but we've got to get the port constructed. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do one that's, because we got this one going, but they could easily attack us there. They can't attack this location. No, actually, let's throw this up to the top. Alright, so we'll see if we can't get one of those ports constructed. No luck here, guys. Alright, that's unfortunate. So we're just gonna have to stop these attacks. Clearly this is not going to work. We did get the Recon Company 3. Alright, so, or the 2, Recon Company 2. I guess we'll get the 3. Again, anything kind of helps our troops. But yeah, we're gonna have to let our guys get some rest and planning bonuses up in order to win these attacks here. And might even need to bring some of the troops out of here if supply becomes an issue. I mean, we're still taking over rails, but we have the hubs here that we're going to be getting. So there's not going to be any better supply outside of any ports that I might still have going there. Fortunately, this is a problem. Yeah. Well, we do what we can there. And then this guy's coming over here, and let me just make sure this, well, we don't want to mess him up on his movement. Okay, so that's current situation, guys. Here's where the supply is the worst. So let's focus our attacks. Again, let's give him a little bit of rest here. We can turn this back up to speed 3. We'll give him a little bit of rest before we do another attack there. But alright, so hopefully we can finish this up now. I mean, good God, you would think so. We do the attack here, you gotta bring somebody down to stop them from just taking the province from us. I'm just like sending everything I got into these damn attacks. Just trying to get it done. Bring these guys over here. I don't know if you can win here. You could try. Let's try and clean this up a little bit. Getting it done. sinking these troop convoys as well, so that's helpful. And let me just see if we can't... I mean, yeah, we just have been failing all these attacks here. Maybe if you do the attack here, you can win. And these are all troop convoys as well, from what we've seen. Alright, so he's now going over there to get that unit destroyed. And it looks like they did get somebody over there to stop us. Ah, that's unfortunate. We were almost there. Okay, so now we'll just have to set up a front here because I don't want them to be able to easily push us back over on that area. And we're destroying that cab unit currently. Alright, so we'll let these guys rest up and then we'll try another attack there. It's only 6 divisions currently. And we do have the railway guns that are over here now. Got some more tanks heading over here to further exhaust supply. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack with all these guys. And then what we'll do is we'll just support with all these ones. And see if that'll be enough for us to win there. Just really focus our forces in one particular location. And then another thing we do is go ahead and get the next doctrine here. So that'll help us out. Just getting those nice passive bonuses. Yeah, we might be able to win there. And we did get a port constructed here. Alright, excellent. So now our guys are supplied over here, but perhaps not here. But we should have that taken so there's not really a threat anymore of them taking the province where we're building the port. Alright, so this is good, guys. We just gotta push forward now. See if we can't make that happen. I was hoping to defeat Japan in today's episode, but I don't know if we're going to because they did stymie our efforts down here in the south. And now we're going a little bit slower than we were. Yeah, the fact that we're just not reinforcing very quick is also a bit of an issue. Alright, so let me take a look and see which one of these guys can attack. So we're going to take each army and just take a look at their organization and send the ones who aren't exhausted. And it looks like the White Army didn't do a lot of fighting. And then we'd want to do the same thing over here. Just take anybody who's not exhausted and have them support. And this part of the White Army did do a bit of fighting. Alright, so it looks like it's a victory at this moment. And getting that port would be big, because that's another supply hub for us. And it looks like we did win there this time. Alright, excellent. So now you have to attack here. At least lock those troops down. And might even be able to get a victory there. Alright, excellent. Now we have the supply hub. Excellent news. Alright, so pushing forward here. Let's take a look at the trait for the MIO. This is the tank refurbishment plant. Yeah, we're just going to get the next one here. Just so we get rid of the notification there. And we just go ahead and take a look at the situation here. Unfortunately, we lost there. Okay. Did we lose all the attacks I attempted? That's what it seems like. Lovely. Alright, so let's just keep on throwing everything we got here. I mean, you're going to win somewhere, right? Eventually. Keep doing all these attacks. We're going to win somewhere. I know these are all costly. They got to be costing us, you would think. We finally got across the river there. All right, excellent. Let's do the attack here. Try and cut off these troops so we can get those destroyed. So making progress across all the fronts now. That's what we want to see. Alright, I'm going to try this attack here again. Just really want to get that port taken. Even though we now have plenty of ports of our own. At the very least force those guys out of there. And then this guy's going to come over here. And he's probably worried about supply. But it's fine. Go on over there. Just barely holding on there. Let's go and take the tanks and get them pushing forward. And maybe take just a few troops to have them do an attack here to lock those ones down. Alright, so we'll see if we can have some success. They still got a lot of divisions here. This is not like an easy invasion of Japan where they don't have any troops. Oh yeah, these guys can move over here. Let me get rid of this too. And then we can have these guys attempt to do an attack there. I don't know if they would be successful. It looks like they can't even go for another day anyways. Oh nice, we took that. Alright, excellent. So what we want to do is probably have these guys go over here. Yeah, and then this is fine. 3 divisions I think is fine. Yeah, let's wait till the other ones get here to assist us. Alright, so we might be able to start advancing this way now. Since we have divisions on the way to come assist us. We're also going to get the railway gun helping us out there. Alright, so let's do the attack over here. And going to push forward across here. Then go that way as well. I suppose we need to lock those troops down there. And yeah, just struggling to take that location there. But we're advancing over here, so that's what matters. Let's go and take this location and have these guys go up here. Also attack right there and try and get across here. Gotta finish this defense up, and then we're gonna have one of these guys attack there. Again, just locking them down here so they can't leave. Hopefully retreating over this way. And let me see if I can't do an attack here now. So these guys are now cut off, and they do not have a port outside of Osaka. Alright, advancing down here, and the tank should just be able to rapidly move towards Tokyo now. Not much to stop them at this point. Well, never mind, there's a lot of troops over there. I guess they're protecting the port. That's what it would seem. Let's go and get that guy wiped out, and we'll go and attack over here as well and try and cut off that cab unit. You know that's not good news for them when they have cab units defending their territory. And that's all they got. He should be able to win here now. And still not able to win in that invasion. Wow, that's pitiful. Doesn't matter that much, but still. We'd like to finish it up. So I'm going to take this location, and you know, we'll go this way instead of what we were doing. Alright, so now we need to wipe these troops out. Key though is taking the port first and keeping some of these troops around here. Alright, let's go and take this location. Alright, so unfortunately they did force our retreat there. Yeah, they keep on forcing our retreat as we're trying to take these 2 provinces where they have a lot of troops defending it. It's not even realistic for us to hope to win there at the moment. Alright, let's go and take this location and this one here. That'll cut off the cow division. And we finally have one. Well, maybe not. So you take that, and then those units can't retreat anywhere. Let's go and attack here and here. A lot of divisions right there. Ton of divisions right there. So that's a bit of a problem. And then all across here, a lot of divisions here as well. Not sure why those guys just aren't going over here. Yeah, just stay here, man. Alright, so now we need to get these units wiped out. Let's go after Tokyo, which is now undefended. Keep these guys here completely bottled up. Let's go ahead and have... Don't really need this guy here anymore. These guys can take care of this for us. And this one come over here as well. So they'll get that cab division destroyed. I'm a little surprised they haven't capitulated yet. Let me just take a look. I know we don't have Tokyo. 83%, towards capitulation currently. Okay. So once you take Tokyo, then that should change the situation. Did we not win a single one of these attacks? That is just pitiful. Again, it doesn't matter that much, but it's irritating me that we're going to leave it like this. We cannot get a win here. Like, it's crazy. Like, how difficult this location has been. We just have not been able to achieve any victories. Guess we'll take a look at the situation here. Alright, should be able to wipe out. Well, these guys are all incredibly weak. No supply here at all. But should still be able to get that done and get those troops wiped out. Just kind of padding the numbers now when it comes to casualties caused to them. Alright, so you need to keep these guys modeled up here. So let's do the attack while we go after Tokyo, because that's really what matters. I think if you take Tokyo, you win. I never did move our planes over here, by the way. So do need to go about doing that. So let me just take a look. Gotta have some. There's some space there. Yeah, if you just want to be lazy and just move them all there, you can do that. Could also take a few of these and move them over here. And then we have some close air support that will move. Get them coming over here. And then these guys can just change up to close air support too. And then maybe even bring some more additional fighters. He got, I don't know how many I put here, so I'm kind of hesitant to. Let's bring these guys here. Maybe a few more over to here. A little bit better efficiency. And there we go. So you defeat Tokyo, and that's the end, which means we didn't get to take a look at the casualties, though you might have seen it just a few moments ago. Where are you at when it came to the casualties? If you pause the screen, you can let me know. Alright, so finally, we defeated Japan. Took a lot longer than some people expected. I thought they were going to be a more difficult fight. Particularly here in China, though, I did not think that we'd get so bogged down in China like we were. But yeah, I thought the invasions would be a little tricky, and they were. Alright, so we're going to go and annex this territory. One of them we used to own, then we gave up. I think we're going to annex Mongolia and Manchuria. So these will be ours. And then we just want to make it look nice at this point. As nice as we possibly can anyway. So we might want to take, not sure how you do it now. We're looking like this currently. Probably don't want that one. Might want this one here though. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. Could take Beijing. And then I did forget these ones here. Let's take those over. Could free Korea. Could just annex it though. I think that's what we'll do. And so this is what I'm thinking is our borders are like this. I suppose we'll give our subject any core territory that they have, so that'd be all this here. And then Tibet has a core as well, so you could grant that to them. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get them their one core. I don't think they have any additional ones here. And then we want to give... I don't think we have to worry too much about the communist. I don't think they'll get much. We definitely had way more points than they did. So yeah, basically anything that's a core of theirs, we'll grant them. So up to, it looks like that, all this territory here. But looks kind of weird, so let's give them this one as well. And then I suppose this would be China up along here. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. So let's go back to ourselves, and then we're going to want to pump it all the rest of China. Just subjugate them. I don't know if that'll create a weird situation since I'm just doing it this way. It is. Okay, so let me take those back. We do not want to do it that way. We want to be very specific about how we do this. Okay, so I might have deselected a little bit more than we wanted to. But I want to make sure we're doing this right. so we don't get some weird situation here. Alright, so let's go back, take state. We want these ones here. And we have to be very specific about how we want to puppet this. So we don't do it like this, where you select them, and then we'd want to also select their capital. So we want them right there, I think. And then just go ahead and give them the remaining territory. All the way up to here. And then that we haven't taken yet. And so yeah, this is gonna all go to them. We've got a lot of points, guys, so we should be able to complete everything. And we'll probably give them this as well, Taiwan. So we want to take from Japan. So yeah, we'll see how well this looks. Could have created like a bunch of Chinas. That would have been an option. Alright, so I think that's everything as far as China goes. So now we got to deal with the East Indies and Japan. And we will puppet Japan. So let's give them this territory here. So create a Japanese puppet. And we'll give them all the little islands over here. Not give anything for the United States to take. So I think that's everything. Might have missed something out there, but now we need to deal with the East Indies, where we already have taken territory, and you know, we've kind of become colonial empire now, and it makes sense for us to annex all the rest of this. Match up with the territory we already control here. Suppose you could have taken this for ourselves. Yeah, it gives ourselves some islands out here. So we're now we're an able power now. So yeah, you know what? Let's take all this for ourselves. Japan can keep those ones. We'll annex these here. Alright, so I don't know if there's anything I missed. I guess there's Denmark. Makes the most sense since we annexed Sweden and Norway to also annex Denmark. So we'll take that over. Would we want this territory over here though? Probably not. Probably just let Iceland keep that. Yeah, I think we'd let Iceland keep this. So they can have all this territory here. And you can see we still have points. We haven't taken over whatever's left of the Japanese fleet, I suppose, so there's that. So let's go and take over the ships with our remaining points. They don't have a lot here. Yeah, we'd want any remaining ships. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything I forgot because there's all those peace treaties. You know, the prior peace treaties, so I don't know like what Japan might have taken around the world. I don't even remember who all they fought. I feel like we got everything. Yeah, I feel like we got everything. Let's go and submit our demands. And we'll see what we missed, because clearly we missed a few things. Okay, so we missed this. Marcus Islands. We're going to take that for ourselves. So that'll be ours. And then also Iceland. Something, there it is right there, that we didn't get for them. Okay, so let's go ahead and have... So that's right, we got to take it through here, I think. Alright, so let's go and submit our demands there. And that appears to be everything. Alright, excellent. So let's go ahead and confirm an exit. I don't think they can do anything contestant-wise. Yeah, they just don't have the points. Alright, so that's situation. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. I did that kind of quick. Alright, so Japan is our subject states, and they control most of their territory. We let them keep a lot of it. They lost some of the stuff they had conquered, but then you have China here. Kind of looks a little strange because of the territory we took, but I think our borders up here in the north look fine. It's a little weird up around here because we wanted to give our subjects some territory. And then also had to give Tibet something, right? So we gave them control of this territory here. But yeah, that's what the map looks like, guys. So we finally finished up that war. That was more difficult than I think some people were anticipating. I know some people thought it was going to be a really, really easy conflict for us. Ended up not being the case, though. We had some difficulty there. We got bogged down in China and in the East Indies. I mean, even down here, I mean, yeah, we had some problem here in Java. Took us a little while to get that taken over. Supply was a problem everywhere. Denmark was a bigger issue than I was expecting. I mean, pretty much everywhere we had supply problems. China, the East Indies, Denmark, everywhere we fought, we were having supply problems. And so that was a major component. The invasions were difficult, though. We made those adjustments. And so it could have been much worse. We did lose a few divisions here when we did all those invasions, but it wasn't bad. Because they weren't defending their entire coastline. They were only defending the ports. And so that kind of gave us a bit of an opening. But yeah, some of those were risky. I think it was just sheer number of divisions we were able to send, which that was not an option, guys, until we got that tech. Once we got that tech, and then we could send, 100-something divisions at a time. That was the only reason why I was able to do that, and why I didn't do anything like that earlier. It wasn't even an option. You can do it. But I think the major reason why I decided to do that was simply because of the change to the naval invasions, because it takes so long to plan now. Because you gotta replan them every time you fail. And so, because of that, I feel like the best option is to have a bunch of smaller invasions. Even if you're going to attack the same port, to have a bunch of invasions from different ports onto that port would be better, just so you don't have to keep on planning, these big old long invasions over and over again. Yeah, it ended up working out all right. Some of the invasions were not as successful, but just a sheer number. We overwhelmed Japan and were able to defeat them. But yeah, the situation here in the mountains was just really bad, really difficult fight over here trying to get the final victory against China. Never really even got all those guys destroyed. And, I think we might have had too many troops here, but eventually we would have improved the situation. We had those supply hubs built, and we connected them with the rails here. We needed to actually build them up another level to get the full supply there. We had the supply hub here as well, so that was helping. And looks like this supply hub needed to be connected. I thought it would be on the river, but apparently not. So if we would have connected that with the rails, then that would have helped out with the supply here. But really, it was just, we just couldn't win there due to all those mountains. Because you can see that some of these guys are pretty well supplied overall. Yeah, it was just a difficult fight there. They really kept it prolonged. But overall, it was a fun final war that gave us a bit of a challenge. It wasn't just somebody who could easily roll over like we did with the rest of the countries, because really that's what this campaign was. It was just rolling over every single, faction that we went against, whether it was the Central Powers or whoever. And part of that was because we had built up for so long. We had done all those small conflicts. We were able to get Persia conquered, get Iran conquered. And, we got all of Scandinavia. So, that kind of strengthened us. Because we also had the Balkans and Poland. And then, yeah, we did this war here against Italy and Turkey, and that was fairly easy as well. But the Central Powers, that was the surprising conflict, because that was kind of like one of the big wars for the campaign, and it was just so quick without any real difficulty. I was a little surprised with how smooth that went. It was largely because they just weren't even defending their front. I think they're just fighting on too many different areas, and so they couldn't properly defend the front, and so we were able to just kind of run through all their territory without too much resistance. And so overall, it was a lot of easy campaigns, easy wars. So I suppose it was good that we had a difficult final fight here. Now, if we were to continue the campaign, which we're not going to, we're going to be ending it here. As it's already a little bit longer than I wanted the campaign to be, and we don't have very many people watching anymore. So yeah, we're going to be ending it here, but if we were to continue it, I actually wouldn't be fighting the United States. I mean, look, they haven't even made much progress here, and they've been fighting in this area for almost an entire campaign. Just not a lot has happened there. They haven't been doing invasions. I mean, it's just surprising how little has changed throughout the several years, last 2 or 3 years. Very little has changed on the front between the American Union and the Allies. So the United States has not impressed me. They have not done all that well in this campaign. I know supply is probably the issue here, but yeah, they haven't really done anything. And so rather than do some more difficult naval invasions, as fun as those are, which these ports are probably well defended. Rather than do that, why not fight the Allies, where you have all these different fronts with them? I mean, just look at the sheer number of fronts we have. We got this one, of course, that goes all the way here from, the fronts that Italy has all the way up to northern Germany. And then you also got Denmark here, the Netherlands. So we're going to be doing all this fighting in Germany and France. You got the front in Greece, the front in Syria. They got all kinds of territory here that they can do invasions from, or that we can do invasions to. All these ports. There's this one here as well. With Pakistan, they have control of all that. And so you can fight them there. Of course, there is their territory that they have in Asia, because they never went to war with... Yeah, they never went to war with Japan. Not at any point. So you could take over Hong Kong and North Borneo, Malaysia, the Malay Peninsula. Yeah, they have all this territory over here. And then you can do the... Yeah, I guess you'd invade from this way too, because we now have China. So look at all these different fronts we had to fight the Allies. And you invade from here, you're going into Africa now. And of course, I guess we got these fronts here. Well, I guess that's Spain. Yeah, you can't really invade through any of these, but you got up here into Egypt. We got another front here to invade them. I guess you'd also have that with America, since America's conquered all this territory. But yeah, we got a ton of different fronts to fight the Allies. So that's probably what we would have done if we were to continue it. We'd fight the Allies, not the American Union. And we've also kind of had some issues with the Allies. I know we trade with them a lot, but there's this situation here, which is certainly an issue to me. I don't like the way the map looks, so we'd want to get control of all that and fix it. Well, we've had no problems with the Americans, other than, that bug that happened with Italy. But for the most part, we've been pretty friendly with the American Union. They would even accept an invite to our faction if that was a possibility, if they weren't already in their own faction. Now, you could make the argument that we'd want to destroy them because of communism. So I guess there's that. The British are fascist. And so I can see us wanting to attack them for being communists. But I think it makes more sense for us to go to war with the British. So we will be ending the series here. As far as when we'll be coming back to HOI4, I'm not entirely sure, because we're not going to be covering the next expansion, which is Trial of Allegiance. Focuses on South America. It's just a country pack, so it really just adds focus trees with some unique content for not even all the South American countries, just a couple of them. So it doesn't add any new mechanics for like everybody, or major components that would change the game up quite a bit, like the gameplay. It's just focus trees and some unique content. And we often do cover the country packs, but the main issue here is that it's coming out the same week, just a few days from the upcoming CK3 expansion. And so we're actually going to be covering that because that's a full expansion. And so I'd prefer to cover the larger expansions, the major expansions, over a country pack, which just focuses on one little area and just adds some extra flavor for that area. Those generally don't do as well when it comes to views either. And we just did this campaign. Well, we haven't played CK3 in a little while. So yeah, we'll be going back to CK3. That's the plan. And so I don't know when we'll come back to HOI4. Honestly, my Hearts of Iron 4 series are not doing as well as they used to, particularly if I'm covering it when there hasn't been a major expansion that comes out. And so we might not do series anymore with HOI4 unless there's an expansion releasing. And that would include country packs. As I said, the main reason why we're not doing this country pack is just because it's coming out the same week as the CK3 expansion. But otherwise, I would do the Trial of Allegiance. It's a really old game, guys. It came out in 2016, so it's going on 8 years now in June. And so it's an old game. There's just not as much interest in it. And some people are kind of tired of the way it's been developed as well. I got my issues too. I'm not going to talk about it in today's episode, but I certainly got some problems with HOI4 and some of the development cycle that I find a bit frustrating, particularly when it comes to what's going on with focus trees. Like where you have these new focus trees, which are so large and expansive and give you so many different options and new features and mechanics and stuff. And then you have the old expansion trees, which are for the most popular countries in the game, that are very simple compared to those. So they keep outdating their focus trees. And so like some of them need to be updated. And even some focus trees that have already been updated once, like Germany and Japan, now feel outdated. And so that's an issue I certainly have, where, you know, you got these tiny countries that, you know, maybe get annexed immediately in the game generally, you know, like the Baltic states or whatever, or countries that didn't even play a significant role in World War II. Their focus trees are better than the major countries of the conflict, you know, Germany and Japan, United States. And so that's a little frustrating when it comes to focus trees. But there's a lot of other issues I got with the development as well. And so I feel you guys, for those of you who agree with me, that there are some problems with development. Some things we'd like to see worked on, or things that haven't been worked on in quite some time, or just little issues, the AI being one of them. Obviously the AI's a big problem, as we've seen in this series. They certainly struggle in this game. But yeah, I got a lot of gripes with HOI4. Well, I still enjoy the game a lot, still enjoy playing it, but you know, it's getting old. It's definitely starting to feel dated. And so I can see why some people are less interested in it, particularly in watching new content for it on YouTube. And so we are going to pull back on HOI4 and pretty much only cover it when it gets new expansions, and that's if it's a major expansion or a smaller one that's not competing with the major expansion of another Paradox game. So I'm going to be focusing on covering new expansions for CK3, HOI4, Victoria 3, that one's got one coming up hopefully soon, as well as maybe Stellaris, as well as new games. That's something I haven't done enough of on this channel. Paradox so rarely puts out new games. You know, they stick to the old games and producing expansions for those. And so we'd also be covering a bit more newer games than what I generally do. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode and this series. If you did, make sure you like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on that CK3 series. We should have some other videos in between now and then, because obviously it's still a few weeks before that CK3 expansion comes out. So I got a couple things I'm looking at covering. So I do hope to see you guys on those videos when they release. And thanks for watching.